Hello viewers, welcome to our channel. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share. Our today's topic is drug trafficking and drug abuse. Drug trafficking and drug abuse. First and foremost, what are drugs? Drugs are substances that, when taken into the body, alters the body's normal functions. I repeat, drugs are substances that, when taken into the body, alters the body's normal functions. Drug can be in liquid form, solid form, in powdery form, or in gaseous form. What is drug trafficking? Drug trafficking is the illegal trade involving the cultivation, manufacturing, distribution, and sale of substances that are subjected to drug prohibition laws. I repeat, drug trafficking is the illegal trade involving the cultivation, manufacturing, distribution, and sale of substances that are subjected to drug prohibition laws. These illegal activities causes social and economic problems worldwide. What is drug abuse? Drug abuse is the misuse of substances in ways that harm a person's health and well-being. Drug abuse is the misuse of substances in ways that harm a person's health and well-being. It is also the use of drugs in a way which causes harm to the body. Having known the meaning of drug trafficking and drug abuse, what are most common trafficked drugs or abused drugs? 1. Cocaine. 2. Marijuana. 3. Heroin. 4. Nicotine, or you may say tobacco. 5. Alcohol. 6. Inhalant. 7. Kush. These are most commonly trafficked drugs or abused drugs. Forms of drug abuse. Forms of drug abuse. 1. Taking overdose of prescribed drugs. Taking overdose of prescribed drugs. 2. Taking underdose of prescribed drugs. Taking underdose of prescribed drugs. 3. Self-medication. Self-medication. That means taking drugs without legal prescription from an authorized person, example, pharmacist or a doctor. self-medication. 4. Illegal use of hard drugs. Illegal use of hard drugs. It is called hard drugs because of its chemical composition of the drugs and the effect they will have on the body. That is why it is called hard drugs. 5. Use of banned drugs. Use of banned drugs, especially drugs that are toxic and dangerous in the body. 6. Binge drinking. Binge drinking. That means consuming large amount of alcohol in a short period of time, often linked to intoxication. We call it binge drinking. 7. Over-the-counter drugs. Over-the-counter drugs, or you call it OTC, which means medication available without prescription, used for common ailments like cold, headache, body pain, etc. 7. Nicotine addiction. Nicotine addiction, like some of our brothers and sisters that are addicted to cigarette, tobacco. That is nicotine addiction, using tobacco products compulsorily. 8. Inhalant abuse. Inhalant abuse. Example: glue, paint, and spray. These are inhalants, and people do make use of them as drugs. So these and many more are forms of drug abuse. What are the causes of drug abuse and trafficking? What are the causes of drug abuse and trafficking? Or you may say reasons for drug trafficking and abuse. Reasons why people abuse drugs or traffic drugs. 1. Peer pressure. Peer pressure. Some people abuse drugs or traffic drugs because of their friends. Some people use drugs as competition to know whose head is stronger or the other one is weak. Out of pressure, you abuse drugs. 2. Ignorance. Most people abuse drugs out of ignorance. They don't even know that what they are doing is abuse of drugs. Let me give you a typical example. Most people that take underdose are out of ignorance. Someone is sick and he or she is being given some drugs for his or her ailments. Out of fear of taking medicine or medication, he or she will throw those medicine away. That is ignorance and is a form and another reason for drug abuse. 3. Environment. The environment we live contributes to drug abuse and trafficking. Environment. 4. Curiosity. Curiosity. Eager to know about a particular drug That is another causes of drug abuse. 5. Absence of parental guidance. I say absence of parental guidance. So many children or adolescents who abuse drugs are not properly guided. 6. Self-medication. Self-medication. Some people take drugs without prescription, and that is another cause of drug abuse. 7. Sports and endurance. Sports and endurance. Some people take drugs in order to be fit to participate in sports. 8. Influence of parents. This is a very good example of cause of drug abuse. You see a parent who smokes. There is every tendency that the child will also smoke. 9. Emotional or behavioral problems. Emotional or behavioral problems. Those that are passing through difficulties may likely abuse drugs. It's another cause of drug abuse. 10. Poor monitor of sales of drugs, especially by those that are assigned to monitor sales of drug. It can also be another cause of drug abuse. So these are many more causes of drug abuse. What are the effects of drug abuse or consequences of drug abuse? 1. Health problem. When drug is being abused, you may have health problem like heart disease, liver damage, and respiratory issues. Heart disease, liver damage, and respiratory issues. 2. Increase in violence. Increase in violence. Every little thing may get you angered, and you may, in one way or the other, demonstrate the anger. 3. Increased rate of domestic accidents. Increased rate of domestic accidents. 4. Increased crime rates. Increased crime rate, especially when you don't have money to get drugs. You may go stealing. By so doing, you have increased the crime rate. Even abusing of drug is a crime. 5. Reduce workforce. Reduce workforce. What is workforce? Abuse of drug may likely cause one to be weak. And when you are weak, you won't be able to do your job effectively. 6. Increase road accidents. Increase road accidents. 7. Causes mental health issues. Causes mental health issues. Drug abuse can cause mental health issues like madness. 8. Cognitive impairment. Cognitive impairment. It means reducing ability to think clearly. 9. Financial problems. Financial problems. You may have or face financial difficulties due to abuse of drugs, because these drugs are being purchased by money. So you may run into debt or have other financial issues because of the abuse of drugs. 10. Legal issues. Legal issues. You may be arrested, you may be charged as a criminal, and finally, you may possibly be imprisoned because of drug abuse. 11. Social isolation. Social isolation. People will keep away from you because of drug abuse. 12. Relationship strain. Relationship strain. Families, friends, colleagues may likely avoid you due to your behavior, either in the family or within your friends or colleagues or your workplace. They may likely avoid you because of drug abuse. 13. Homeless. 13. Homelessness. Homelessness. Loss of stable home. Nobody may want to live with you because of drug abuse. So these and many more are effects or consequences of drug abuse. Having known the consequences of drug abuse or the effect of drug abuse, what are the ways or means of controlling drug trafficking and abuse? How do we control drug trafficking and abuse? 1. Avoid bad companies. Avoid bad companies. 2. Parents should monitor their children, especially to know the kind of drugs that is being taken. 3. There should be public awareness campaign. The public should be educated on issues related to drugs. 4. It should be part of the curriculum in school. Drugs and drug abuse should be part of the curriculum. 5. Schools and government should establish guidance and counseling centers. Schools and government should establish guidance and counseling center. 6. The mass media should write, publish, or advocate on effects of drug abuse and other related issues on drugs. 7. There should be youth empowerment. The government should empower the youth, create employment opportunity and other means of empowering the youths. 8. The youth should be engaged, or you may say youth engagement. The youth should be engaged like sports, arts, and every other activities that will occupy them and keep them away from drugs. 8. The law enforcement agencies should be strengthened. The law enforcement agencies should be strengthened so that they can do their work effectively. 9. Rehabilitation centers or services should be offered and established. It's very important. 10. The NGOs, the non-governmental bodies, should collaborate with the government to stop or prevent the abuse of drugs. So these and many more are the means of controlling drug trafficking and abuse of drugs. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. See you in our next class. Bye-bye.